All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are stepping right into the Digital Command Center. Consider this your official mission briefing on a topic that literally affects every single one of us, cybersecurity basics. You know, our digital lives are constantly under siege, so let's gear up and understand exactly what we're defending and for sure, who we are defending it from.
So let's lock down our definition first. Cybersecurity is essentially your ultimate digital shield. It's the active, everyday practice of protecting our systems, our networks, and our data from unauthorized access and malicious attacks. Whether you're just quickly checking an email on your phone or you're managing global cloud servers, this is that absolutely critical barrier keeping the bad actors out.
Okay, let's move right into Section 1, Understanding Hacker Types.
Now, to defend the system, we really need to know who's out there. The whole hacker spectrum actually draws its name straight out of old Western movies. On one side, you've got the black hats. These guys perform illegal attacks with malicious intent, usually just for financial gain. Then, over on the right, we have our allies, the white hats. These are ethical hackers, explicitly hired to hunt down security flaws before the bad guys do. And right in the middle, well, those are the gray hats. They operate in this kind of murky middle ground, finding vulnerabilities without permission, maybe just to show off or maybe to ask for a small bounty.
Section 2, the cyber attack chain, from vulnerabilities to exploits.
It's fascinating because a breach doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It follows a very specific chain reaction. First, it always starts with a vulnerability. Think of that as just a basic flaw or weakness in your system. Step 2 introduces a threat. That's a hacker with the actual intent to cause harm. Step 3 is the exploit, which is a specific tool or method they use to take advantage of that vulnerability. And when a threat successfully uses an exploit, boom, that leads straight to Step 4, a massive risk of actual data loss.
Moving on to Section 3, Attack Domains and Threat Vectors.
So where exactly are these exploits happening? Well, hackers generally target 4 main domains. First, network attacks go after things like your Wi-Fi and routers. Then application attacks look for little coding flaws in your software. Cloud attacks take aim at that vast online storage we all use. But most importantly, endpoint attacks target personal devices. We're talking about your laptop, your mobile phone. Honestly, for threat actors, your personal endpoint is very often just the unlocked front door to an entire network.
A prime example of an endpoint attack is brute force. This is where hackers leverage raw computing power to systematically guess literally thousands of password combinations every single minute. It is exactly like a thief standing at a physical padlock, testing every single number combination until it finally clicks open. If you have a weak password, it's going to shatter your digital shield in seconds.
All right, Section 4, the ultimate defense, the CIA triad.
Now that we know how the attacks work, how do security pros actually lock things down? Well, the foundational model for all cyber defense is known as the CIA triad. It's built on 3 core pillars. First, confidentiality, which keeps data secret through encryption. Second, integrity, ensuring the data absolutely hasn't been tampered with. And third, availability, making sure your systems are actually online and accessible when you need them. Every major security framework out there is built right on top of these 3 pillars.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Securing Your Digital World.
What does this all mean for you? Well, you can drastically reduce your personal risk by acting like a true white hat for your own digital life. First off, absolutely use strong, unique passwords to shut down those brute force attacks. Second, enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA. It's exactly like needing 2 completely distinct keys to open a vault door. And finally, regularly update your software that patches up those vulnerabilities long before they can ever be exploited.
As our lives become increasingly digital, your personal devices are going to remain the prime target for cybercriminals. So I want to leave you with this thought. Is your digital shield truly strong enough, or are you honestly leaving the vault door wide open? Take just a few minutes today to check your passwords, turn on 2FA, and lock down your digital command center. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and stay safe out there.